Hi Pisces, this is your astrology and tarot forecast for October 2014. It's wonderful to be with you today and to be able to give you these influences. I'm going to have a look at what's coming up for you, and I'll also draw a tarot card to give you an overall theme for the month. So October is going to be special because on the 1st of October the moon is in its first quarter, and on the 31st of October the moon is in its first quarter as well. When that happens with a full moon, it's called a blue moon, and there's not a term for it when it happens on the first quarter moon. But what it means is that this is going to be a really special month, but it's going to feel quite subtle, and it's going to be something that's personal to you. So it's not like, you know, the big fanfares, the big trumpets, but it's something. You really get something meaningful out of this month that really enriches your life, and that's going to make you feel like, yes, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, which is great, okay? So between the 1st and the 3rd, there's a lot of stuff going on between your money and realizing your hopes and dreams. And that's going to come via your relationships and being romantic in some way. So there's going to be a rebirth in terms of either rejigging some loans or signing some financial agreements that are really positive for you, and you're going to do that either as a result of your partner giving you some kind of clue or hint or mentioning something in passing that you can then really use and work on, or it's something that really comes via your friends, but it's something outside of you that really helps you to bring you new life into one of your hopes and dreams. Mercury goes retrograde on the 4th of October, and Mercury is the planet of communication. It goes retrograde in Scorpio in your 9th house, and what that means is you're going to find it a little bit more challenging to communicate your feelings or the way you explore the world, or you want to make sense of it. So it's going to be important for you to look at new ways of teaching, new ways of getting your message across, and new ways of channeling the inner self to whoever you want to channel it. And this is often a really good time because it allows you to look at alternative ways of doing things. I've done a video on Mercury retrograde specifically. If you're interested, have a look at that. It gives you some info on what that means on a monthly basis. Okay. On the 8th, there's a full moon, but it's not just a full moon, it's a total lunar eclipse on the south node of the moon. And this is about letting go of something. And you're really able to let go of some of your debt issues, if you have any, or your money sort of secrets, things that you've held on to. And you're very sensitive to this at this period of the month. And you're really going to let go of something that's been burdening you. So either like a sex problem or something that's taboo in your past, you're able to work through that and let go of it. Things like money, you know, things that burden you and you're kind of hush-hush about, that you don't broadcast loudly. You're able to let go of that, and which means that you make progress to the point where it's no longer an issue. And again, this comes via another person in your life. So other people have a big influence on you this month. So keep your eyes and ears open for some of the positive things people tell you. The 9th and 10th are a great period for you because this is when you're able to make the most progress and most transformation and most positive impact in your working life. Mars, Uranus, Jupiter are involved. Power, good luck, electricity, things really happening, the miraculous. It's all going on in your money and in your work sector. So if you're looking to be promoted, 9th and 10th, best days to kind of make that happen. You may get someone approaching you with some positive news in that area, but it really lights things up and gets them going. Really positive. Best 2 days for work for you, Pisces. Mercury goes into Libra on the 11th, and this goes back into that area of the taboo of other people's money, you know, the subconscious, all of those kind of deeper, darker things of life, and you're able to again make more progress there. So I really see you, you know, shoveling some of the less positive things out of your life and getting rid of them, and really doing some positive work there. Okay, the next couple of days, the 13th to the 15th, those are interesting because the first thing that happens is you have a really nice connection with your family around the 13th, and then you become motivated to help either a family member or a romantic partner around the 15th. It's like something becomes apparent on the 13th, it becomes a theme, something you talk about, something you connect with, and then you kind of bring your forces together and you help that other person overcome that. And it could be that you help someone with their money issues or something that's been taboo in their life. So you do a lot of inner work for the first 2 weeks of the month, and then you help someone else overcome their issues. And that's usually how it works in this universe. You know, you're never in a vacuum. If you overcome something, if you realize something, there's always another person who can benefit from your knowledge. Okay, so the month goes on now, obviously, as it usually does, between the 16th and 22nd specifically. You are, again, really energized in that area of your chart. Money starts to look a lot better, more positive, and one of these things that you've worked through until now really allows you to transform your life in terms of money. So it's not just that you clear away negativity and that's wonderful, which it is, but it also has a positive impact on you financially, and it might give you an idea of how you can move forward financially and what you can do. So for instance, you know, I resolve an issue that's been plaguing me for a while in terms of my personal relationships. So for instance, I can't commit or something like that, and because I'm able to let go of it and I'm done and dusted with it, I can use that energy to then use it in a constructive way. And for you, Pisces, this month, that constructive way is going to be your finances and your assets. On the 23rd, there's a partial solar eclipse. And a partial solar eclipse is when the moon moves in front of the sun and it leaves a little sliver and it looks like a crescent moon. And what I'm getting very much is that the powers that be, the governments, something positive is going to happen in the kind of Middle East where there's been a lot of problems. You know, I think that's an understatement, that the powers that be really make some progress there. So this is more on a global level than really to do with you. I think to aim it at you specifically, you are able to, this month is all about making progress in terms of those deeper, darker things of your life that you usually don't look at, and you bring those to the light, and by shining the light on them, you're free of them. You can really unburden yourself this month. Okay, the 24th sees Venus going into Scorpio, and where you had problems communicating your own feelings before, I think you really love and you have a real strong focus on how you want to expand emotionally. This, you know, this could mean that you have an idea of where you want your family to go, what direction you want it to go. Do you want to have more children? Do you not want to have more children? How do you see your relationship developing? Are you going to get married? Are you not going to get married? You get some real clarity around that, around the 24th. And on the 26th, Mars moves into Capricorn. It was in Sagittarius, it moves into Capricorn in your 11th house, and you start again to work on your hopes and dreams, and you start to rebirth them, and make them come alive, and you get very much focused on that and how to realize the things that you want to realize. Okay, the end of the month, really between the 27th through until Halloween, sees a connection between your Sun and Venus and Saturn, all of those structure, enlightening things, and yourself. Something that has frightened you in the past is really not overcome, but you can really explore in terms of other people and in your social circle and in conjunction with other people. So this is something about yourself that you can explore with other people and you can really have fun with. So if you've been frightened of, you know, things like, I mean, it is kind of Halloween, so any of those things that come up at the end of the month, so the darkness looming if you're in the northern hemisphere, the paranormal, anything like that, you can engage with that, look at it, and really have some fun looking at that with your friends. I'm going to draw a card for you and give you an idea of what the major theme is for the month. And the card that I've pulled is the Two of Swords in reverse. And what that means is there's nothing scary out there for you, nothing looming, nothing waiting to get you. and it's safe for you to explore some of those deeper, darker sides of life that you're not usually comfortable with. So I hope that's given you an insight into what you can expect. If you'd like a private reading with me, please visit my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. Have a look on the readings tab for the types of readings I do. You can go on Facebook, facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444, and you can also send me an email, readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. Have a wonderful month, and I'll speak to you soon.